radiate boundless love towards the entire world. As a water bead on a lotus leaf, as water on a red lily, does not adhere, so the sage does not adhere to the seen, the heard, or the sensed. May all beings have happy minds. Should a seeker not find a companion who is better or equal, let them resolutely pursue a solitary course. Just as the great ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so also this teaching and discipline has one taste, the taste of liberation. Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are not affected by praise or blame. If with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them like a never-departing shadow. The root of suffering is attachment. As an elephant in the battlefield withstands arrows shot from bows all around, even so shall I endure abuse. Whatever precious jewel there is in the heavenly worlds, there is nothing comparable to one who is awakened. It is in the nature of things that joy arises in a person free from remorse. Ceasing to do evil, cultivating the good, purifying the heart, this is the teaching of the Buddhas. They blame those who remain silent, they blame those who speak much, they blame those who speak in moderation. There is none in the world who is not blamed. Conquer anger with non-anger. Conquer badness with goodness. Conquer meanness with generosity. Conquer dishonesty with truth. Like someone pointing to treasure is the wise person who sees your faults and points them out. Associate with such a sage. All experiences are preceded by mind, having mind as their master, created by mind. The one in whom no longer exists the craving and thirst that perpetuate becoming, how could you track that awakened one, trackless, and of limitless range? All tremble at violence, all fear death. Putting oneself in the place of another, one should not kill nor cause another to kill. Be truthful, do not yield to anger. Give freely, even if you have but little. The gods will bless you. Meditation brings wisdom, lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Your work is to discover your work and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. Delight in heedfulness. Guard well your thoughts. Ardently do today what must be done. Who knows? Tomorrow, death comes. Better than 1,000 hollow words, is one word that brings peace. To support mother and father, to cherish wife and children, and to be engaged in peaceful occupation, this is the greatest blessing. Your own self is your master, who else could be? With yourself well controlled, you gain a master very hard to find. It seems that although we thought ourselves permanent, we are not. Although we thought ourselves settled, we are not. Although we thought we would last forever, we will not. Understanding is the heartwood of well-spoken words. The world is afflicted by death and decay. But the wise do not grieve, having realized the nature of the world. If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way. In whom there is no sympathy for living beings, know him as an outcast. I will not look at another's bowl intent on finding fault, a training to be observed. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. Whatever is not yours, let go of it. Your letting go of it will be for your long-term happiness and benefit. Whatever has the nature of arising has the nature of ceasing. When you attain victory over yourself, not even the gods can turn it into defeat. Purity and impurity depend on oneself, no one can purify another. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, One turns away from suffering. Those who cling to perceptions and views wander the world offending people. We will develop love, we will practice it, we will make it both a way and a basis. Should a person do good, let him do it again and again. Let him find pleasure therein, for blissful is the accumulation of good. Live with no sense of mine, not forming attachment to experiences. Better it is to live one day seeing the rise and fall of things than to live 100 years without ever seeing the rise and fall of things. Should you find a wise critic to point out your faults, follow him as you would a guide to hidden treasure. One is not called noble who harms living beings. By not harming living beings one is called noble. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. This is a law eternal. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. A disciplined mind brings happiness.